Today we begin lesson 51, and it's going to be a review. So I'm going to read the introduction of how the review periods are going to go, and then we'll go into lesson 51, which is actually a recap of the first 5 lessons. Hope everyone is doing really well this morning on this beautiful Saturday. Review 1, Introduction. Beginning with today, we will have a series of review periods. Each of them will cover 5 of the ideas already presented, starting with the first and ending with the 50th. There will be a few short comments after each of these ideas, which you should consider in your review. In the review practice periods, the exercises should be done as follows. Begin each day by reading the 5 ideas with the comments included. Thereafter, it is not necessary to follow any particular order in considering them, though each one should be practiced at least once. Devote 2 minutes or more to each practice period, thinking about the idea and the related comments after you read them. Do this as often as possible during the day. If any one of the 5 ideas appeals to you more than the rest, concentrate on that one. At the end of the day, however, be sure to review all of them once more. It is not necessary to cover the comments literally or thoroughly in the practice periods. Try rather merely to emphasize the central point of each one and to think about it as part of your review of the idea to which it relates. After you read the idea and the comments, the review exercises should be done with eyes closed and when you are alone in a quiet place if possible. This is emphasized particularly for practice periods at your stage of learning. It will be necessary, however, that you learn how to require no special setting in which to apply what you have learned. You will need it in most situations which appear to be upsetting, rather than in those which already seem to be calm and quiet. The purpose of your learning is to enable you to bring the quiet with you and to heal distress and turmoil. This is not done by avoiding them and seeking a haven of isolation for yourself. You will yet learn that peace is part of you and requires only that you be there to embrace any situation in which you are. And finally, you will learn that there is no limit to where you are, so that your peace is everywhere as you are. You will note that for review purposes, the ideas are not always given in quite their original form. Use them as they are given here. It is not necessary to return to the original statements, nor to apply the ideas as was suggested then. We are now emphasizing the relationships among the first 50 of the ideas we have covered and the cohesiveness of the thought system to which they are leading you. So lesson number 1 is a review of the first 5 lessons, lessons 1 through 5, and here they are. The review for today includes the following ideas. Number 1, nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of sight. I must let it go by realizing it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place. Number 2, I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this that I see. This is not vision. It is merely an illusion of reality because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize my lack of validity in my judgments because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me. Excuse me. My judgments have hurt me and I do not want to see according to them. Number 3, I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There is no sense in trying to understand it, but there is every reason to let it go, to make room for what I can see and understand, to make room for what can be seen and understood and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this, merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I made before? These thoughts do not mean anything. The thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything, because I am trying to think without God. What I call my thoughts are not my real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts that I think with God. I am not aware of them because I have made my thoughts to take their place. I am willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. I choose to have them replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. Number 5, I am never upset for the reason I think. I am never upset for the reason I think because I am constantly trying, excuse me, let me repeat that. I am never upset for the reason I think because I am constantly trying to justify my thoughts. I'm constantly trying to make them true. I make all things my enemies so that my anger is justified and my attacks are warranted. I have not realized how much I have misused everything I see by assigning its role to it. I have done this to defend a thought system which has hurt me and which I no longer want. I am willing to let it go. Okay, let's see what Magdalene has to say about all this. Greetings, beloved beings. The purpose of these reviews, as they are put together, is to allow you to see the pattern of what is being established through these lessons that you have been practicing daily. These 5 lessons come as a group, for they are truly allowing you to see that the thoughts that you have been thinking have been created within a mind that has not been in alignment with the mind of God. It has been within a mind that has allowed fear and anger and retribution and jealousy and vitriol and rancor and frustration to reign supreme. What you are meant to do with this lesson, beloved, is to begin to gain the power of all of these lessons put together to have yet a further impact on your consciousness. You are indeed in a process of retraining the mind. And in doing so, you are truly aligning your beingness with that of God. When you come to see, come to think, and come to feel that nothing you see means anything, when you come to realize that the world has all the meaning that you have given it from the realm of your ego, rather than all the meaning that it would or would not have if it was God's creation, you will come to see the creator being that you truly are, and you will allow yourself, you will grant to yourself beingness of God. It is a magnificent process of replacing what you have considered to be reality with your true reality, beloveds. Allow yourself, therefore, to notice throughout the day the thoughts that you are thinking, the ways in which you have thought them, the beings that you have turned into your enemies, the aspects of yourself that you do not accept, that you do not love, that you do not allow to be magnificent. Allow yourself to align your mind with the mind of God, and you will begin to listen with that mind. You will begin to love with that love. You will begin to appreciate the God that lives inside of you, and you will be able to see that in others. As you bring yourself to these review periods, over these next 10 days, beloved. Allow yourself to fully take in the meaning and the comprehension of these lessons. Let these words begin to make an indelible mark within your mind that will always and perpetually lead you back to the Christ mind, to the mind that is indeed the mind of God. And there you shall find your salvation. There you shall find your holiness. And there you shall find that you do not need to do anything but surrender. Allow yourselves, beloveds, to do these lessons impeccably. Allow yourself to practice often. Close your eyes to the world that you have created with your mind and seek instead to come into connection with the conscious mind of God. Allow your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your words, your actions to be in direct correlation with the mind of God. And here you shall find your freedom and the peace that you have always longed for, beloveds. It is yours for the taking. It is yours for the asking. And it is indeed granted to all who seek. We are here with you on this journey, beloved one. Bring tenderness to all that you do. Embrace all that you are. Know that you have our love and our blessings with you. Allow yourself to pause. Allow yourself to remember that the world is made up of, within your mind, things that are not of truth. Seek out and find instead, beloved, the truth of you and the truth of all existence, which is that you are purely a creation within the mind of God, and you possess the attributes of that of a godlike being. Our blessings, our joy, and our love go with you always, beloved ones, and we will speak with you again tomorrow. Greetings. Ooh. Thank you all for being here, everybody. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.